Hello and welcome to the Mixtape podcast. I am your host, Mark. Thank you so much for joining me on this week's show. Before we get into the chat, just very quickly, if you enjoy the show this week, I would absolutely love it if you left a comment or rated the show 5 stars wherever you are listening. You can find all my social media links, my YouTube channel, and the full radio show on demand just by visiting the mixtapepodcast.com, and there you will find over 175 episodes just waiting for you to discover. Thanks again for listening, and I hope you enjoy this week's episode. That was a world first exclusive play of the brand new single Water's Edge from Perth singer-songwriter Georgina Dacheff, and I'm delighted to be joined by Georgina now. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, thank you.
Lovely to see you again. It's been a while. It's been October last year. The Mixtape Live was the last time I saw you. You came and played the Mixtape Live for us down at the Hybrid Warehouse there. Fantastic night. Yeah, how good was it? Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah, we're doing it again in November. We're going to Lyrics Underground this time. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. Keeping the lineup under wraps for now. But there's only going to be 2 artists this time, so we can give a bit more space. I felt it was a little bit sort of rushed last time. Anyway, yeah, that episode, Georgina's episode of the Mixtape Live is out there if you want to go and track that down. But today we're talking about Water's Edge, the new single. Talk to us about the song, your songwriting inspirations, and how the song came about, mate.
So I wrote this song at a time when I had met somebody and I was considering opening to love again, I suppose. You know, the water's edge is a metaphor for going to the edge of love. And it's a song kind of written in that space in between, you know, after the heartbreak, but before really stepping into something new. So I don't hear many songs kind of written about that in-between space. But I realized that trying to withhold the love within me was like trying to withhold the power of a waterfall. And it's much easier to just be brave and present and dive into love, because life is too short to withhold and be afraid of what could happen when you let somebody into the most vulnerable part of yourself, your heart.
Am I prying if I ask you how it went? How's it going?
How it went? Oh, it didn't go. And funnily enough, so I wrote this song when it was at that crossroads point of like, is it going to be something that comes to fruition or not? And it didn't, but I got to write the ending to be the successful version of it. And I spent the week in the studio recording it, and it was very like relieving in a way because I got to put my love somewhere.
The win there is putting yourself out there and not holding back. I think regardless of the outcome, I think is definitely the takeaway from that. You've got to do that, otherwise you.
And it just takes time to like figure out like how you really align with somebody and how you flow with somebody, and if it's right or if it's wrong. And it doesn't mean there's anything negative in that person or in me. It just takes time to find the person you really jam with.
Absolutely. It took me 49 years. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I don't want to scare you. Sorry about that.
Okay.
All right.
Hold the faith. I hold the faith.
So you're launching the Workers Club in Fitzroy. What's going on, mate? What, Perth upset you or something? You don't want to do the launch night in Perth? What's going on there?
I have considered doing a little one in Perth as well, but I really just want to introduce myself elsewhere in Australia. I've toured Western Australia so much over the past few years, and look, it feels a little nerve-wracking to just go over to Melbourne for the first time and hold this launch event, but I think why not? May as well go and serve the community over there as well, right?
Absolutely, why not? Don't let Perth keep you all to themselves. Other gigs, I noticed this will go out after the outcome of the songwriting prize, but you're up for that as well. That's on Friday. Yeah, spoiler alert, we're pre-recording this interview. So what does that entail? How were you selected for that, and what's the format with that show and that prize?
So it's Listen Up Org. Every year they do a songwriting competition, and each year there's a different theme that they select. So this year's theme was the next chapter, and I submitted my song knowing no thing for that. So yeah, it made it through to the finals for Perth, and I pretty much go there and perform the song alongside, I think there's 11 total artists from Perth that have been selected, and we all play our song. There's a little judging panel, and then at the end, the the winner is revealed. And I think that there's probably a runner-up as well. So yeah, I'm very proud to have Knowing Nothing in the mix there. There's some great artists in that lineup as well. So it should be a really beautiful night.
Excellent. And who are you up against? Who are some of the people you're up against? Do you know any of them? Are you friends with any of them?
Yeah, there's Autumn Sage, who is just beautiful, and Damien Binder. And that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now. There's a few artists I actually haven't heard of in the lineup as well, which I'm excited about. Yeah. It's always nice to discover more Perth musicians.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so by the outcome of that will be known by the time this goes on now. So good luck, mate. I hope it goes well for you. Are you still doing the Acoustic and Asana shows or retreats? I don't know. What's the right word? I don't know. To tell people why I'm having trouble classifying that particular event.
Yeah, because it isn't quite a show. It is more like an event or an experience, I suppose. So we are still doing it. We held one a couple of weeks ago in Fremantle, and it sold out beyond capacity, which was so beautiful. So it's a 2-hour experience where my friend Lauren leads everybody through a yin yoga practice. Now, for those who don't know what yin yoga is, it is postures held for an extended period of time. So about the length of a song. So you get to be nice and comfy to soften into your body whilst I share the music that I've written and the songs, between the piano and the guitar that have really held me and delivered me home to myself. The music has been such a big part of me, of my journey of coming home to myself. And it feels really beautiful to get to offer it in a space like that, outside of the classic bar environment, where people get to be with themselves and have that inward journey with the music.
And is that a separate sort of standalone social media page, or can people link to that through your socials? Is it a different one? Just shout that out.
Yeah, Acoustic and Asana. So if you can go to my page or directly to our Acoustic and Asana page on Instagram and Facebook, and keep up to date with where we're going to be doing it next.
Excellent. All right. We're going to do quick fire 5. First one, do you have a pre-show ritual?
Yeah, so much. It's really important for me to take a moment to step out of the day, out of my mind and into my heart. So to do that, I like to move my body and do my movement practice and do a little bit of shaking. I really enjoy Qigong. I feel like that's a really practice that has impacted and helped ground me on the stage so much, because it's all well and good to get to play the music in the quiet of my room and be in my zone. But when you take to the stage, you've got all of these people looking at you and, sometimes the loudness of the space. So I really do everything I can to anchor into my heart, anchor into the music before taking to the stage.
Unusual not to have alcohol involved in that answer. That's like 90% of people's answers to that is alcohol involved in that. What was the first album you ever bought, mate?
It would have to be Avril Lavigne.
Let Go.
Yes, that album that is on. So good.
I got introduced to that album. So back in the day, and it's to tell you how long ago back in the day it was, how loose this was, right? I used to work with this guy, and he was like this sort of 50s, 60s sort of stoner, like white hair, big droopy moustache. And our lockers in our changing room had like hot pipes like running underneath them. And he used to dry his weed in his locker at work, right? That's Colin, his name was, right? Colin Appleton. Yeah. And he was like this old stoner guy, and he was into like, heavy rock and, Motorhead and, Hawkwind and all that sort of stuff. And we used to talk about music quite a lot. And one day he said to me, just totally out of the blue, he said, "I tell you what's a really good album I've been listening to a lot lately." I went, "Go on." He went, "Avril Lavigne, Let Go." I was like, "Shut up." I thought he was taking a mickey, and he was like, No, serious. It's a really good album. Give it a listen. And I did, and he was right. It's a brilliant album. Like, it's so good. There's some great songwriting on that album. It's a really, really good one. Yeah.
Her original music in the early days is just fantastic. I don't know so much about how it's evolved. I haven't been able to continue to connect with it in that way, but yeah, the OG stuff is good. It lives on very well.
Yeah. Ever had any onstage disasters, mate?
I can't really say that I have, except for the first trio gig I did, I mispronounced my bassist's name, and that felt pretty disastrous.
That is pretty bad. knowing your bandmates, knowing that's cool.
Yeah, I'm like, here you go. Here's the beautiful new faces. And I didn't even realize until after my manager said he was just like, yeah, you butchered that one. I was like, did I? Oh no, terrible.
What's your favourite Perth or WA venue?
Oh, the Indian Ocean Hotel will always have a special place in my heart because that is where I really introduced myself to the Perth music scene.
First ever gig there, was it?
Yeah, probably. Like that was
Yeah.
where I, doing the plug and plays, and I got so many opportunities of, nice support slots, and just it opened a lot of doors for me playing their plug and play. And then
Excellent.
it got me into the scene.
And finally, if you could time travel to any concert in history, which concert would you choose?
It would have to be Neil Diamond in his prime in the 70s.
Wasn't expecting that.
Mm.
Wow. So you're a fan of Hot August Night. Have you got that record or that album?
God, it's so good. It's so good. It's brilliant. Yeah.
That's pretty much him in his
like-
prime, that album, yeah.
Yeah, I was raised listening to Neil Diamond. My dad's a big Neil Diamond fan, and he would always be playing the guitar and singing it. And it's just, there's this beautiful like resonance in his music that is just, I just really appreciate still to this day.
All right, we talked about knowing no thing earlier for the songwriting prize. So you're going to do an acoustic version of that for us now. Just introduce the song for us.
So this song is about trusting in the unseen, being happy, not really knowing exactly how it's going to unfold, and trusting that it's going to unfold grander than the eye can see.
And fingers crossed, winner of the songwriting prize 2026. Whenever you're ready, mate, take it away.
You're listening to the Mixtape.
I open my eyes and the first thing I see is the love of my life staring back at me. And all my days you've been waiting on me, holding on to faith that I'd wake and see. Destiny is mine to receive, and I'm mine to love deeply. I open my eyes and the first thing I see is the love of my life staring back at me. One foot in front of the next, I walk with the unknown knowing. I remember the day when you said that there's magic in the unseen. Everything you know, oh, you try to control, well, it's all in divine timing. So one foot in front of the next, I'm happy knowing no thing. I open my eyes and the first thing I see is the love of my life staring back at me. And all my days you've been waiting on me, holding on to the faith that I'd wake and see that destiny is mine to receive, and I'm mine to love deeply. I open my eyes and the first thing I see, it's me.
That was Knowing No Thing, special live acoustic version from Georgina Dacheff. Right, let's do your mixtape track choices now, mate. So, as you know, because you've done the mixtape live for us before, the idea is you pick some songs, the way we explore your influences and inspirations for 6 categories. And the first category is Attention Grabber, mate. What did you pick for that?
Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle.
That's a great one. That is a great one. And what makes that an attention grabber for you, mate?
It just always, like, as soon as I hear it, it activates and excites something within me that's just undeniable. It lifts every room and every space. And I always say, actually, if I was to pick one funeral song to be played as I'm exiting this world or being celebrated, it would be that song.
Excellent. Mine's Highway to Hell by AC/DC.
Oh my God, brilliant. I love that.
Track 2 of your mixtape, mate, is a song you sing loud and proud when you're on your own in the car or the shower. What'd you pick for that?
Put Your Records On.
Florian Bailey Ray.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. I love that album. That is a great album, that.
It is.
Yeah, that's like a mid-2000s sort of staple in my house. I remember when that record came out. It didn't really do much after that.
Oh, yeah. But
I remember
it's just filled with joy.
the second album came out, I think, and then I think I might have been like when I very first started doing the radio show, like 22, he had an album out and it was like completely different genre-wise. It was more sort of like indie rock, I think, if I remember rightly. It was not that sort of smooth, sort of soul, sort of groove that the first album was, and certainly that track is. Yeah, great choice, mate. That's excellent. Love that one. Track 3, what's your favourite cover version, mate?
Bittersweet Symphony, covered by London Grammar.
I don't think I've heard that one. Ooh.
Oh, it is
Is it?
so...
I love her voice. She's got a sweet voice. I'm already hearing that in my head what that might sound like.
Oh my God, it's epic.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
yeah. That's a tricky one, that, because that's one of my favourite. That is my favourite opening lyric of all time of any song. It's a bittersweet symphony. It's like that is it. Like that is it sums it up like perfectly for me.
I'm so excited.
Definitely going to be my next tattoo. What makes a good cover version for you, mate?
Singing it like it's your own and like really feeling it. So yeah, I mean, I love listening to other artists covering other songs actually, and how they are able to make it feel like it was their own experience, their own words, their own melody. I think that's what makes it really impactful.
Track 4. What is a song you wish you could play to your 18-year-old self?
I've selected Warrior by Aurora for that one, actually.
Don't think I know that one.
Yeah.
Is she the one with like, she's like Icelandic, she's got like white hair or something like that? Yeah, I know that one. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, and this specific song I've selected because I think when I was 18, to hear a song like with such kind of power behind it would have felt like it would have given me a bit of strength.
What was the 18-year-old Georgina actually listening to, mate?
Oh, this is a good one. Such a variety, I suppose. Mumford and Sons were a pretty big thing holding me, and also the Lumineers. Yeah, it was quite into the folky realm at that point in time.
I love that first Lumineers album. That was a fantastic one. It reminds me of my son being born. That came out at the same time.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Track 5. What's a song you would put on your mixtape to let someone know you're romantically interested in them?
I have selected Waking Up Slow, specifically the piano version by Gabrielle Alplin. But I discovered it a couple of years ago, and it's one of those songs that is just able to continue circulating around the music I listen to. And I think when a song's able to do that, it's a brilliant song. To not really ever fully get sick of it. And I love the way it speaks of love. So
finally, for your mixtape, mate, track 6. What is a deep cut album track or B-side you would put on your mixtape?
After the Storm by Mumford and Sons.
Is that a B-side, an album track? I don't think I know that one either. What album's that off?
Yeah, that one's on, actually, I think the album that is called After the Storm. But it's brilliant. It's a brilliant of that song.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Great choice, mate. All right. You're going to do one final live track for us. Introduce a song for us, and whenever you're ready, mate, take it away.
This is Wisdom of the Eagle.
Don't touch that dial. Stay with us on the mixtape.
I run into the sea, to sing my songs with glee. I have set myself free. I don't need your accountability for the truth I can see, and your knowing of it does not validate me. Wings are rising, the great wisdom of the wind. Hold me as I soar, the eagle alive in me. I can see purpose in it all. I see the light rise and dark fall. I walk the land in peace. In the eye of the storm, I watch it move around me. Wings are rising, the great remembering. Wisdom of the wind, lead me as I soar, the eagle alive in me. I can see purpose in it all. I see the light rise and dark fall. I love you, holy. I love you, holy. I love you, holy, with the wings of grace surrounding.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's mixtape. If you enjoyed this show, then please subscribe to the podcast, rate it 5 stars, or leave comment on whichever platform you are listening. And don't forget, you can check out over 175 archive episodes just by visiting themixtapepodcast.com. There you'll also find social media links, YouTube channel, and the radio show, including the songs chosen by this week's guest. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.